Good evening. We'll start in a minute. In quant, I remember we had completed the ratio proportion variation basics 1. I think we had solved maybe 10 or 11 questions and we had covered theory. A lot of theory we had covered. What is a ratio? What is a multiplying factor? When will the multiplying factor work when the powers of all the terms are same? Don't add or subtract a number from outside without a multiplying factor. Don't add or subtract ratios without having a multiplying factor. Then we saw scaling of ratios and creation of ratios, how to generate ratios. I showed you shortcuts as well. Multiply these two terms, you'll have ratio of x, ratio of y. So we have covered a lot of theory of ratios. Today we'll cover some theory of partnerships. And again, we are targeting anywhere around 15 to 18 questions, maybe 20 questions. Let us start with a question. People are joining now. Good evening. Let us start with a question. This is the file. Yes, this is the file. So go on, try this. This particular problem will require that you have knowledge of percentages and ratios combined. So I'll wait for, let us say, a minute or 2 minutes. Try. Today, more and more focus will be on problem solving. Try this. Comment your answers once you reach answer. One technique that I apply in exams to stay focused is either I use the back end of the pen and I put it closer to the screen and move it along the line I'm reading, or I put my finger on the screen and I move it along while I'm reading. So that keeps my focus on that particular point. If you try these methods now, maybe you can improve your comprehension speed as well. A pointer on the screen helps you in staying focused. A larger question is there, 5 lines, you break it down to 2.5 lines, and then try and copy the information. Answers? Carry on. Good evening. So there's a politician named Kaluji. He is on his deathbed, so he is making a will give 33.33% of my wealth to my beloved wife, somebody named Radbi. Of the rest, this is very important. From the rest or of the rest, 20% to my elder son Teja. Of the rest, again a link. Whatever remains, I will distribute that. 16.66% to my elder daughter Priya. Of the rest, 25% to the younger son Teju. And distribute the rest to 3 charities equally. The lawyer noticed the difference between the shares of wife Radbi and Teja. Teja is the elder son. The difference is 36 lakh rupees. Find share of every person individually and total property of Kaluji. So I said this question will need understanding of percentages and ratios both. So 33.33% is 1 by 3. 20% is 1 by 5. 16.66% is 1 by 6. 25% is 1 by 4. And when you distribute money equally in 3 charities, you have 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. 3 equal parts at the end. Now, whenever you use language like of the rest, forget this problem. There was some rupees X and somebody took away 1/3. When somebody took away 1/3, they will leave behind 2/3. Then somebody takes away, let us say 1/4, they will leave behind 3/4. So do you see this 3 and this 4 comes in the denominator of the number. When a person takes away A by B, this B comes in the denominator. So whenever you have to divide the rest of the remaining, what you do is, to perform these calculations faster, you multiply denominators. Multiply this, and this. Forget these three because already a multiple of 3 is there. So 3 into 5, 15, 15 into 6, 90, 90 into 4, 360. You can answer this question by assuming 60 also. That is not a problem. You can take a LCM also. But if you assume a complete multiple, I am imagining this is the total property of Kaluji. Now wife says give me 1/3. What is 1/3? 120. So how much remains after that? 240. Who comes? Teja. Teja, the elder son, says, I want 1 by 5. What is 1 by 5? That goes to Teja. 1 by 5 is 48. Gone. How much remains? 192. That is the remaining value. All of this is based upon this assumption. I am saying simply take these numbers in the denominator 3, 5, 4 and 6. Multiply them. Assume that as your total value. Sir, why are you not taking this? क्योंकि जो बचेगा आखिर 1/3 कर देंगे, otherwise it becomes a very large calculation. So Teja has got the share. Now comes the share of daughter Priya. How much did she ask for? She asked for 1/6. What is 1/6 of this? 3 times 18, 12, 32. How much is the remainder? It is 160. Who comes for the share? Teju. How much money does he take away? He takes a 1/4. So 40. Remaining is how much? 120. Remember, 120. Now there are 3 charities. Charity 1, charity 2, charity 3. 3 charities. 120 in 3 equal parts. 40, 40, 40. Done. Your question is solved. The hint says, the last line gives you a hint. There is a difference between the share of wife and the elder son, and that is 36 lakhs. What is the difference that you see here? 120 and 48. According to me, The difference is 120 minus 48, which looks like 72. That is the difference I have got. That is the ratio value. And how much is the real difference? It is 36. So how do you convert 72 to 36? You multiply a factor of 1 by 2. So your multiplying factor is 1 by 2. You apply 1 by 2 anywhere, you have the actual sum. You want money that was total with Kaluji at the time of his death, half. So total money 180 lakhs. You want money with wife, half of this, 60. You want money with the elder son, Teja, half of this, 24 lakhs. You want money with the daughter, Priya, half of this, 16 lakhs. Because your multiplying factor is half, it is half for every number viewable or available. So now comes Teju, the younger son, Teju, elder one, Teja, half of this, 20 lakhs. Yes, changed it, yes. You can take 180 also, total answer will not change, don't worry. The idea is whenever dealing with remainder, multiply denominators and use it as assumption. I use this kind of thought process in all questions. Like recently, I solved in the WhatsApp group one question where a person has divided products in multiple parts. First, the person sells 20% of the products, then half of the remaining, and then remaining. So 20% is 2 by 10, half is 1 by 2. So assume total quantities, your job is done. Remaining is there, multiply denominators, that is the assumption. Comment done. All right. Try this. You are not allowed to add or subtract ratios, but you can multiply ratios to create newer information. Give it a shot. Now you guys might say, sir, ratios is a very easy topic. In CAT 2023 afternoon slot, a question was created on maxima minima of profit loss based upon ratios. Yes, a question on maxima minima of profit loss based upon ratios. CAT 2023 afternoon slots. Afternoon slot. Take 1.5 minute, comment answers. answers? See, I will show you the reason as well why we can multiply and divide ratios to form new ratios. The ratio of first class fare and second class fare is 3:1. In this case, the fare is the money you pay. Fare, ticket price is 3:1. Total number of passengers traveling by the first class and by second class is 1:27. If rupees 2500 is collected as fare, then the amount collected from the first class passengers is. So here I am being told number of passengers are 3x and 1x. I'm trying to show you what happens with the multiplying factor. Now, what is the amount to be paid? Amount to be paid is y rupees and 27 y rupees per person. Amount per person or per passenger. So how much money is collected? Number of people into number of people y into price per ticket. So 3xy money is collected. How much money is collected? 27xy. So you notice here, when I put that in a ratio, the multiplying factors get cancelled. These multiplying factors are immediately cancelled. So when you are multiplying ratios to form a new ratio, don't be bothered about multiplying terms or factors. You have 3:1 as number of people. The money is 3:1. The number of passengers is 1:27. You directly multiply and say 3/27 is the total money collected, which I can write as 1/9. So it looks like total 10 rupees. In reality, how much money has been collected from them? 2500 rupees has been collected. So what is the multiplying term? 250. So whose share do we want? First class passenger. So these were the first class passengers. These were the second class passengers. So multiplying factor is 250. The multiplying factor itself is 250. $27y. Passengers, yes. Number of passengers 27y. But that x and y will get cancelled by default. X and y अपने आप cancel हो जा रहा है. Yes, Kavya.
Sir, am I audible?
Go on, ask.
What I had done is that I had considered xy variable, and then by the equation method, I had done this, and xy was coming to 50.
That is the same thing. The xy that I am cancelling, something that you are cancelling is the multiplying factor. So that multiplying factor is 250 xy.
Yes.
That is what I'm saying. When we are multiplying two ratios to form a new one, the factor won't matter. वही आपका आंसर यहाँ पर आ गया 250 itself. You don't have to find x and y or xy as a group. 250 rupees are collected by first class passengers. Try this. A very standard, very old question. Try this. Rupees 9700 has been divided among x, y, and z such that if their shares were reduced by respectively by rupees 30, 20, 50, the balances are in the ratio of 3:5. What is y's share? Very old standard question. No. Passengers were X and 1 and 27, and price per ticket was 3 and 1. Yes. Good. We have one answer, 3180. More answers will be shared. Let's wait. Y share, yes. We are looking for share of Y. Yes, that is correct. Okay. Okay. Now, first thing. How much total money is being given away? 9700 rupees are being given away. But when we created this ratio, when we created the ratio 3, 4, 5, is that the ratio of total money, or is that the ratio of reduced shares? This ratio 3, 4, 5 is when we have reduced money of the first person by 30 rupees, second person by 20 rupees, and third person by 50 rupees. So this ratio we receive or we get once money has been reduced by 30, 20, 50. What is 30, 20, 50? 100. So when you reduce that, so 9600 will be divided in 3, 4, 5. To me, it looks like the total value is 12. What is the value in reality? 9600. So can I say this looks like 8 times 12 into 8, 96, and then 2 zeros. This is share of X, share of Y, and share of Z after the decrease. So multiplying factor, once I know, I will multiply it with value of Y. That makes it 3200. 3200 rupees have been given, but before you distributed, you took away 20 rupees from Y. You took away a share of 20 rupees in the beginning. So you will have to bring it back and hand it over. Once you hand it over, you have this. Check my calculations, verify my calculations. You are not giving away 9700 rupees in the ratio of 345. 345 is the ratio. Once you take away 100 rupees, then you make it 345. Done? Eh? Confirmation on this? Correct your answers. Correct your answers. Good. Try this. Take your time. This looks like a question from mixtures allegations, because mixture allegations is 90% ratios. So if you are strong with ratios, you have practiced enough with ratios, you will feel mixture allegations are easy. We call it average mixtures allegations. You'll find it very easy if you study ratios well. Go on, try. I'll wait for a minute, 1.5 minutes. Try. Three mixtures containing water and alcohol in the ratio of 5/3, 6/1, 4/3 are mixed in equal quantities, the ratio of water to alcohol in the resulting mixture is. So by language itself, it sounds like mixtures ka sawal hai. But where are we covering? Ratios, because mixtures itself is based upon ratios. Try. Answers? So let us break it down into smaller parts. First thing is, I'm naming them A, B, C. Mixture is A, mixture is B, mixture is C. In the question, always pay attention to the sequence of names: water and then alcohol, water and then alcohol. And when the question is being asked, again water and then alcohol, because many times in CAT they will reverse this and you'll get the wrong answer. So pay attention to the names. Water is 5 parts, alcohol must be 3 parts. Water is 6 parts, alcohol must be 1 part. Water is 4 part, alcohol must be 3 parts. Can I say, right now it appears to me that the liters are in the form of 8. 5 plus 3, 8. Liters, total liters are in the form of 7. It could be 7, 14, 28, anything, a multiple of 7. This also looks like a multiple of 7. They already look equal. My job is to mix all of them in equal quantities. I am supposed to make them equal. So you guys remember the scaling part. This 8 will be multiplied with both of these, and this 7 will be multiplied with this 8. So now the quantity has become 56 for all of them. All of them have become 56, 56, 56. So this 7 is multiplied here. So value of water becomes 5 into 7. This 8, because total quantity is 7, I'm multiplying 8 from outside. 8 is multiplied here, so it becomes 6 into 8. And this 8 is multiplied here, this becomes 4 into 8. That is the total quantity of water. What do we want in denominator? We want alcohol. Alcohol. So multiply this 7 here, multiply this 8 here, and multiply this 8 here. So now your job is to add these numbers. This is 35 plus 48 plus 32. 32 plus 48, 80. 80 plus 35, 115. That is the quantity of water. This is 21 plus 8 plus 24. 28 plus 24, 32. 32 plus 21, 53. See if something can be cancelled. Am I making calculation mistakes here? 29 plus this 53. Yeah, this is alcohol. That is the ratio we need. If you see a common multiple or common factor, cancel it. Confirmation on the approach. Is that clear to everyone? To make volumes equal, you cross multiply the number or you take LCM. Basically, the LCM of 7 and 8 is 56. So you can make volumes as 56, 56, 56. Multiply lower numbers with 8 and upper numbers with 7. All right. Give it a try. This terminology, milk and water in 2:3, milk and water in 2:5 is combined in 3:5. All these terminologies are part of mixtures as a topic. We will see mixtures allegations after profit loss discount. After mixtures allegations, we'll have time speed distance, maybe 7 lectures or 8 lectures for TSD. Then we will have time and work, 3 to 4 lectures. Mixture A contains milk and water in the ratio of 2:3. Mixture B contains milk and water in the ratio 2:5. These mixtures are combined in the ratio of 3:4 to form another mixture C. What is the final ratio of milk and water in the mixture C? I can show you three different ways to solve such a question. In fact, the third method is the best one, which is rarely published in books or used in solving mocks. First, again, you notice how names have been given. Milk and water is the sequence in the beginning. And when the question has been asked, it is still milk and water. So no changes. There's a mixture A, mixture B, milk and water, and then total quantity. This is 2:3 milk and water in A. In B, it is 2:5. Pay attention. A and B total volumes are 3:5. You want total volume to be 3. I want them to be 3:5. Before you make a new ratio, this is the fastest method available. Learn this. Right now it looks like 5 units or 5 liters, and this looks like 7. Before you create any new ratio, you should make them equal first. I am multiplying 7 here and I am multiplying 5 here. So now what does the ratio turn into? The milk and water ratio becomes 14 and 21, and this one becomes 10 and 25. The total volume has become 35 because they have become equal. They have both become equal. They have both become 1:1 right now. Now you bring in what ratio do you want? You multiply 3 here and you multiply 5 here. So what you will have is the milk becomes 3 into 14. That becomes 42. The milk becomes 5 into 10. That is 50. Here 3 multiplies with this 63 and 5 multiplies with this 125. So your answer is 92 by 185, 188. It seems like I can cancel 2. Whatever is possible, whatever you can cancel or simplify, do that. That'll give final answer. This is the fastest method available, guys. 188. If I cancel 2, 46 upon 95, I can still cancel 2. 23 upon 47. There you go. So the idea is, no. Verify the calculation, 23 by 47. First thing, before you could create a new ratio that is 3 by 5, you should make them equal first. Once you make them equal, then you can generate a new ratio by modifying it. First, you must make things equal. They become 1 by 1. Now you can make whatever ratio you want. And I can show you questions based upon application of this as recently as 2020 and 2019 CAT papers. Equating ratios, matching ratios. First, I cross multiplied 7 and 5. So they both become 35, 35. 35, 35 means the ratio becomes 1 by 1. What are some of the other methods that you could apply? I'll show you the longest method now. See, milk is 2 parts out of 5. Milk is 2 parts out of 5. Milk is 2 parts out of 7. How many liters do I want for A? I want 3 liters. In 3 liters, milk is 2 by 5. How many liters I want for B? 5 liters. Divided by, this is the amount of milk. How much water is there? Water is 3 parts out of 5. 3 parts out of 5. Water is here, water is 5 parts out of 7. How many liters do I have? I have 3 liters and I have here 5 liters. And trust me, you will end up cross multiplying 5, this 5 here, you'll multiply 7 here. You're doing the same calculation we have done earlier. But I'll also show you what you need to do in the exam. These ratios are on the screen for you. On the screen for you. These ratios are there. This ratio is already there. So this step on the left side, you may not even have to write. The total volume here is 7. You multiply both with 7, you write them down. So you can save 2 steps here. The total volume is 5. You cross multiply here and here. 5 is multiplied here and here. Look at this and add them here. So in exam, if you have solved, let us say 5 such questions, this should be your step 1. That is how you crack exams. Learn the method in detail. But because it says A and B are combined in the ratio of 3 by 5. A and B are combined in the ratio of 3 by 5. That is why we are multiplying 3 and 5. This will take some time. This will take some time. Give it a shot. Take 2 to 3 minutes. I have shown you how to equate ratio for 2. हाँ काव्य बोलिए.
So am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So like I am asking that this method applies to 3 variables also?
Yes,
Like,
yes. That is what I want you guys to practice. 2 के लिए it is very common. You will see
okay.
questions in marks and all. अभी 3 पे आप try करो.
Okay.
Try. Any answers have been commented? Thirteen by 11. Others commented answers 53 by 90. Okay, more. So that is how gradually I have increased the level among these questions. First equate, then a new ratio 3 by 5. Now a ratio between three quantities. Sure. So again, the first rule stays, that is, you must equate them first. I'm again naming them A, B, and C. I'm giving enough space. Here we have milk, water, 5 ratio 1, 2 ratio 1, 3 ratio 1. It looks like 6. This one looks like 3. This one looks like 4. So the common multiple or the smallest multiple is 12. To generate 12, what I am doing is, to make it 12, I am multiplying 2 here, I am multiplying 4 here, and I am multiplying 3 here. So now it has become 10 and 2, 8 and 4, 9 and 3. It is already now equal. They are all equal to 12, 12, and 12. Do I want them equal, or do I want them in a new ratio? I want the total volume to be 1 by 2 by 3. So now I'll be multiplying here, let us say 1, so it does not change. I'm multiplying 2 because I want 1 by 2. So these will be doubled. These will be doubled further. I want this to be 3 times of 12. So these will be tripled. So now what do you want? You want milk upon water. So ratio of milk upon ratio of water. Let us create that. This is milk, 10 units. This 2 will be multiplied here. 2 into 8, 16 units. This 3 will be multiplied here, 27 units. Now you want water. This 2 will remain here. This 2 will be multiplied here, 8, and this 3 will be multiplied here, 9. That'll give you your answer. So the numerator looks like 26 and 27. That is 53. And denominator looks like 90. Just verify my calculations. Just see your answers. Just confirm your answers. See if that could be cancelled. 318 by 114. LCM. Why did we take LCM? To make all quantities equal. Once all of them become equal, now I can convert them in any ratio I want. 1 ratio, 2 ratio, 3, 2 ratio, 3 ratio, 4. Any ratio I can create. Let us try more. Try this. Comparatively a easier question, but give it a try. 1.5 minute you have. Ages of A, B, and C are in the ratio of 10 ratio 11 ratio 6, and average age of the three is 72 years. Average age is 72 years. Find the difference between ages of A and C. A comparatively easier problem, as we are seeing, as we are comparing with the last 2-3 questions. So the small twist is, this is the ratio of their ages, and this is not the sum of their ages, it is average of their ages. So either you convert these numbers first into average, or you convert this number into total. Right now, what does it look like? Right now it appears to me that 27 is the total age. Can I say total age divided by 3? 9 looks like the average age, but that is the average age in a ratio. In a ratio. And what is the average age in real? Real average is 72. So what is the multiplying factor? It is 8. What do you want from me? The difference between ages of A and C. What is the difference here on the screen? The difference is 4. This is ratio difference. I want the real value. So that is 32. That is the difference between A and C. 32. So hardly 1.5 minutes is needed to answer this kind of question. Simple enough. Try more. Try this. The ratio of income and expenditure of Amar and Soman are 5/6 and 11/10. If Amar and Suman save rupees 9,000 and 30,000, respectively, find their incomes. Find their incomes. Is audio video fine at your end? Is audio video fine? I just received a warning. Network fluctuation wala. Confirm, it's back on. All good. You will have to create equation for this one. You cannot add or subtract two ratios, two different ratios. So to combine, you'll have to create equations. Equations I needed, yes. 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 थोड़ा मेहनत लगेगा इसमें, थोड़ा एफर्ट लगेगा, एक्सपेक्टेड है. Good. Find their respective incomes. Comment their incomes. फाइंड देयर इनकम्स. एक वैल्यू आएगा ना, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, एक वैल्यू आएगा. फाइंड देयर इनकम्स. So the simplest way anyone could approach this question is the income ratio for Amar and Suman is this. This is income ratio. Expenditure ratio is this. So what you could have said is, if I multiply this with X and this with Y, what is the link that connects them? Income minus income minus expenses leave to savings. So here we have income as 5x, income as 6x. Here we have 11y as expenditure, 10y as the expenditure. So when you subtract this, this is saving of A in 90,000, 9,000, my apologies, and this is 30,000. Now you have to try and cancel one of the variables to find the other. You and I are trying to find income. We want to find X. X gives us income. So you can cancel Y. How do we cancel Y? I will take this 11 and I'll multiply it here. I'll take this 10 and I will multiply it here. So the first equation becomes, I'm writing it below, 50, I'll write it here, but it's better here. 50x minus 110y is equal to 90,000. When I multiply 11 here, it becomes 66x minus 110y, 11 into 30, 11 into 3, so 33, and then 4 zeros. Now you can go along and cancel this, subtract both. Once you subtract both, what you have is 16x is equal to, subtract this, this is 4 zeros and 4 zeros common, 33 minus 9, 24, 4 zeros. So you get x is equal to 24,000, 2,40,000 upon 16. Cancel whatever is possible. 8 into 2, 8 into 3, 30,000 divided by 2. So 15,000. That is the multiplying factor. So what is income of the first fellow? What is income of the first person? Income of the first person A is 5 into X. 5 into 15,000. 75,000. What is income of second person? Income of second person, or Suman in this case, is 6 into 15,000. That is 90,000. This is the simplest way anyone can start the question. Multiplying X, multiplying Y, and then proceeding with this. Now there is one trial error method. Will it always work? We do not know. See, I am showing you the trial error method. There is a method between the two. I'll teach you that as well. Hold on. This is a ratio. This is a ratio. We understand. What is the ratio between these numbers? The ratio between these numbers is 3/10. I want Amar to be able to save 3 rupees when at the same time Suman is able to save 10 rupees. This is what saving. Now here, this is trial error. This is trial error. This is 5 ka multiple and 11 ka multiple should have a difference of 3. 5 ka multiple and 11 ka multiple should have a difference of 3. So you need to be very good with the tables. 5 into 5, 25. 25 minus 22 is 3. These are the multiplying factors. ये मैंने अभी guess किया, मैं आपको इसको solve करना भी सिखाऊंगा. Don't worry. Now I must check the second one. 6 into 5 and 10 into 2 is the difference. This confirm. Is the difference 10 for Suman? If the difference is 10 for Suman, your answer has matched. Is it matching? Is the value matching? I'll tell you how to get the answer from this. Was it actually 3000 or was it actually 9000? Was it actually 3 or was it actually 9000? So the multiplying factor is 3000. 3000. You multiply it here, your answer is ready. 5 into 5 into 3000. You multiply it here. 6 into 5 into 3000. It's a very advanced approach. You should be very, very good with calculations. You should be very good with multiples. A multiple of 5 and a multiple of 11 will differ by 3. No. It's plural here. It's plural here. देखो, आपने जो mistake करी है. The ratio of income and expenditure for Amar and Suman are. This is income ratio. This is expenditure ratio. देखो, if 5 and 6 become in the same, 5 and 6 become the same ratio, तो आपका minus हो कितना 9000 आ जाएगा ना. How can a person earn 5 and spend 6? हाँ क्या, give me a minute. ये इनकम एक्सपेंस रेशियो नहीं हो सकता फॉर अ सिंगल पर्सन. इनकम कम हो जाएगा, एक्सपेंस ज्यादा हो जाएगा. नाउ इज देयर अ वे टू गेट दिस एंड दिस मेथोडिकली? कोई मेथड है क्या? यस, देखो, इफ यू हैड स्टार्टेड विथ 5x minus 11y divided by 6x minus 10y is equal to 3/10. अब इसको आप क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करके सॉल्व करोगे, you will have x and y का रेशो. This value that I have got 5 and 2, you will have same value here, x ratio y will turn into 5/2. ये ना बहुत पुराने and structured questions हैं. The first method is the most common method anyone will think of. Second method I showed you is more of a jugaad. The third method is, I'll say, the most practical one. Once you get x and y का ratio as 5/2, you're basically getting x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 2. Same thing. Yeah. हाँ, carbohydrate raised. बोलो. Ask it out.
Can I ask now?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So like I had done this with the third method. So after x is to y, I did not get the what is the income basically.
देखो ना, यहाँ देखो, once you get x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 2 in the ratio, so you multiply first with 5, second with 2. The difference is 9000. What is that? 5 into 5.
No, but sir, I will not focus on the second method, right? Like if I'm doing with third method directly.
What is in third method? What is x and y? Multiplying factor.
5 is to 2. Yeah, multiplying factor.
तो multiplying factor लगाओगे तब तो 9000 के बराबर होगा ना. 5 into 5 is the income, 11 into 2 is the expenditure, and that difference is equal to 9000.
So we have to first find multiplying factor.
Yes,
before like cutting.
that's what we have done.
Okay.
So
Okay, sir.
this looks like to me as 3. To me, it looks like to 3, but in reality, it is 9,000. So what is the multiplying factor? Multiplying factor is 3,000.
3,000.
Almost at 3. Like question. तो ये इतना पुराना इतना structured question है ना, we can keep on modifying this. Best method is third. Once you reach 5 by 2, those are multiplying factors. How do we use multiplying factors? We multiply them with a ratio to generate the real value. Try this. Pure application of ratios. Take 2 minutes. The ratios of incomes and expenditures of A, B, and C. A, B, and C. Their complete name does not matter, don't worry. Are 7 ratio 9 ratio 12 and 8 ratio 9 ratio 15. If Aarti saves 2/3 of her income, then the ratio of their savings is. So we learned a concept on 2 variables, 2 people, Amar and Suman, X and Y. Now that has been applied to 3 variables, extrapolated to 3 variables. How will this work? The common hint is Aarti. How much does Aarti save? 2/3 of her income. Rituraj, you still have that doubt? 5 by 2 wala? See, once you have that ratio 5 by 2, you multiply this with 5, you multiply this with 5, and this with 2. So it becomes 25 minus 22. So to me, it looks like 3 rupees saving. 25 minus 22 is 3 rupees saving. What is actual saving? Actual saving is 9,000. So you multiply this with 3,000 further. 3,000 is the multiplying factor. So total income becomes 25 into 3,000, 75,000. The total income for second person looks like 6 into 5, 30. 30 into 3,000, 90,000. The multiplying factor for the entire thing, income and expense, becomes 3,000. the ratios of incomes and expenditure of A, B, and C are 7:9:12, 8:9:15 respectively. Incomes first, expenses second. So I'm imagining their names are A, B, and C. A, B, and C. Their incomes are, I'm saying their incomes are 7x, 9x, and 12x. Their expenses, kharcha, are 8y, 9y, 15y. Aarti is able to save 2/3 of her income. I can think in two ways. She is able to save 2/3. Can I reverse and say she is able to spend 1/3 of the income? Is it same saying? Is it the same thing? See, if I go with income minus expense is equal to saving, I'll have to deal with 2 to 3 variables. Here, I'm able to do that in one step. Listen to the language. When somebody saves 2 rupees out of 3, 2 rupees out of 3, somebody saves. I can say how much has the spending gone or has happened? 1 out of 3. So I'm saying the expenditure. Who is this person? Who is this person? This person is A. This spending 8y, the spending is actually 1/3 of the income of the person. Spending is 1/3 of income. So when I rearrange, I have 24y is equal to 7x. Do you remember how to create ratios? What is the value in front of x? 24. What is the value in front of y? 7. So I can treat x as 24 and y as 7. What do we want? Savings. So I will multiply this whole thing because x is 24. I'll multiply that with 24. What is y? Y is 7. I'll multiply this whole thing with 7. And I will subtract both. I will subtract both. So what is this? 27 into 7, 168. What is 7 into 8? 56. 168 is the income of A minus 56. So this is the saving of A. 24 into 9. I am not very comfortable. It's a very large number. 7 into 9. I'll be subtracting both. 9 into 24 minus 9 into 7. I can take 9 common. I can take 9 common and I will have 24 minus 7. एक ही बात है ना? You multiply A into B minus A into C. A बाहर ले लो. Applying logic. This is 12 into 24, which is 12 into 12 into 2. That is 288. And 15 into 7. 15 into 7 is 105. So now you have the ratio of their savings. थोड़ा बड़ा ratio आएगा. It's fine. This is 1:1:2 ratio. What is the gap between both? 17. 17 into 9. So that is 3 carried over 6, 153. And we have 288 minus 105. That is 183. Take your time. Confirm you're able to understand this. Yes, this method works on 3 variables as well. Yes. बड़ा अजीब सा नंबर आएगा. Look at that. 112 ratio 153 ratio 183. अब ये दोनों multiple of 3 दिख रहे हैं. These two are visibly multiple of 3. This one is not. कुछ नहीं cancel होगा. You will not be able to cancel anything. Look at that. How did we find x and y? What is x? The multiplying term. What is y? The multiplying term. Somebody is saving 2/3 of the income. If the saving is 2/3 of the income, expenditure must be 1/3. Let us say, sir, ये थोड़ा tricky लगा. You want to see this in further basic. We are saying 7x is the income, 8y is the expenditure. Income minus expenditure is equal to saving. Is equal to saving. And how much is the saving? Saving is 2/3. Saving is 2/3 of the income. इसको जब rearrange आप करोगे, you bring it on the opposite side. 7x minus 2 by 3, 7x. You bring it on the opposite side. You will get the same ratio. ये ऊपर जाके हो जाएगा 21. This will go become 21. 21 minus 14. So see, by focusing on the expenditure, I was able to create this by saving all these steps. ये सारे स्टेप मेरे बच गए ना वहां पे. So I saved 3 steps. धीरे धीरे इंप्रूवमेंट होगा. Yeah.
Sir?
Yes.
So sorry, sir. Like I have been logged out from the session, so I did not understand that spend part, like the first part. It was
See, when we say that somebody is saving 2/3 of the income, if the person is saving 2 rupees out of 3, how much is the person spending? 1 rupee out of 3. Spending is 8y. Spending is 8y. Income is 7x. So 7x is equal to 1/3 of the income. 8y is equal to 1/3 of 7x. Spending is 1/3 of the income. When somebody says 2 rupees out of 3, that means they are spending 1 rupee out of 3. Spending 8y is equal to 1/3 of the 7x. Now the question is, how did we assume x is equal to 24 and y is equal to 7? Because the question is to form a new ratio, I can go on and assume x is equal to 24k, y is equal to 7k, and when I subtract, k will be cancelled. Do you remember, while multiplying two ratios, we don't need a factor? You can use x is equal to 7k or 24k and y is equal to 7k. But when you put it back, it will cancel out. जो k है, it will cancel out. Moving on. So coming to the concept of partnership. Partnerships, we have 3 types of partnerships. In CAT, I'm not sure, I've seen a question recently in CAT, but in IFT and that, this was very common question. IFT is no longer being conducted. What are partnerships? How do we deal with profit and loss? We say, whatever risk you take, the amount of risk you take should decide how much profit you will have or how much loss you will make. Amount of risk you take will decide how much profit you will get or how much loss will you get. So if I say Ramesh and Suresh are starting a business with a capital, with an investment of, let us say, 5 lakh rupees and 3 lakh rupees. Can I say the investment of the individual, investment is the risk they are taking. So more investment is more risk. So because of more risk, the profit should also be more, or the loss should also be more. So if this is the investment of A and B, usually we assume the term of a partnership to be 1 year. So if the ratio of investment is 5:3, the profit ratio will also be 5/3. If I say they have made X lakh rupees as profit at the end of a year, cycle is taken as 1 year usually. So profit of Ramesh will be 5 rupees out of 8 out of total. Profit of Suresh will be 3 out of 8 multiplied by X. Simple. What is the risk they have taken? Their money, their investment. So if there is no other parameter, nothing else has been said. So you say the investment is the ratio of profit, it is also ratio of loss. Agar profit ki jagah there was a loss of X lakh rupees, that will also go as 5/8 and 3/8. This is called simple partnership. No other variable is there. So we end up saying in form of theory, the profit ratio of A and B is same as the income ratio of A and B. Whatever is the investment ratio is the profit ratio as well, if there is nothing else mentioned. Let's change this. Ramesh is investing his money 5 lakh rupees, let us say, only for 8 months out of a year. Suresh is investing his 3 lakh rupees for an entire year. Entire year means 12 months. Can I say more amount of time money is in the business, the risk is more. Less amount of time money is in the business, risk is less. So in this case, risk is depending upon money as well as time. Risk depends upon money as well as time. So profit will also depend upon money as well as time. If you want profit of Ramesh and you want profit of Suresh, it will be money into time. Why am I not writing 000? Because when you take ratio of 5 lakh and 3 lakh will get cancelled. So here understand what we have done is I'll give a formula as well. Cancel them. 4 into 2, 4 into 3. So the profit sharing ratio of Ramesh and Suresh is 10/9. Whatever profit they make, let us say at the end of the year, there is X rupees ka profit, X lakh rupees ka profit. So profit of Ramesh would be 10/19x and profit of Suresh will be 9/19 of x. So what is the crux? What am I trying to teach you or show you here is the profit ratio of A and B would be same as income of A into time of A, the investment time, and income of B into their investment time. If there's a third person also, Ramesh, Suresh, and let us say Harish, this will continue. What has changed from left side to the right side? We have brought in a factor of time. So investment and time both are multiplied for this to work. Investment and time both are multiplied for this to work. Theory of partnerships. What if there's a third type of partnership? Let me cover that as well. I'll come back to this. I'll give you time to copy this down. Don't worry. I'll give you time for this. Don't worry. I'll come back to this. Don't worry. In third type of partnership, one person says, I will run the business, and they both agree how the money will be paid for it. Usually it is in percentages. Let us say, I'm simplifying this. Ramesh brings with him 5 lakh rupees as investment, and Suresh with him, he brings 3 lakh rupees investment. Suresh says, I will run it for the complete year, and they both agree that Suresh will be given a salary which will be equal to, let us say, 20% of profits. So salary is decided before the partnership actually begins, and salary is paid after the year is over. If there is another way, let us say the question says salary is paid per month, you'll have to take care of that separately. Here the decision is, I will bring in 5 lakh rupees, agreed. I'll bring in 3 lakh, agreed. For running the business, I will take some profit. I'll take 20% of profit. That is the salary. So the first part remains same. The profit ratio of Ramesh and profit ratio of Suresh will be same. 5:3. If I say X rupees is the profit, X lakh rupees is the profit for the entire year, you can't give away all of the X in the ratio of 5 and 3. What you must do is, you must pay the salary first. Salary will be 20% of X. So how much is remaining? After the salary is gone, how much is remaining? Remaining is 80% of X. Now what you do is, you say the profit sharing for Ramesh is 5/8 into 80% of X. Whatever that is, you adjust. Profit for Suresh is 3/8, 80% of X. How much money does Suresh get total? So profit component plus the salary. Salary is 20% of X. So that is how you work with the salary component. In this case, this one is called the sleeping partner. Ramesh has no say or no power in how the business will run. Who will decide? Suresh. Suresh is the managing partner. Ramesh is the silent partner or sleeping partner. Dormant is also the word used sometimes, dormant partner. So 3 types of partnerships we cover in basics. One is only money is involved. Only money, so take ratio of money. Second type is money and time both are involved. Money into time is the profit ratio. Third case, you have to pay some salary. This agreement must be made before the partnership starts. And then you take the ratio and give away the remaining money after salary. So I'll wait for 1 minute, 1.5 minutes. You copy this down, comment done. Comment done for this. Time of B. Investment into time of B. That is correct now. Done. Chalo. Complete this. Working partner is the managing partner. The non-working partner is called the silent partner, dormant partner, or sleeping partner. Profit will be 3 by 8 only. 3 by 8 of 80%. Total takeaway of Suresh's profit plus salary. Only profit पूछा होगा, it is still 3 by 8. 3 by 8 of 80%, which is 30% of X is the profit. Go on, try this. Give it a try. Pretty much you'll be able to solve, let's say, 60 to 80% of the problem almost verbal. All right. So A, B, and C, the investment ratio is 5, 4, and 6. The total money invested is 80,000. Profit earned is 60% of 80,000. What is 60% of 80,000? 48,000. In that 48,000, what is the profit share of B and C combined? That is the question. What is the profit share of B and C combined in 48,000? Can I say B and C combined, it looks like they are earning 10 rupees out of 15 into 48,000. Almost verbally, I have managed to come to this. This is 2 by 3. Verbally, don't have to write. This cancels it 16 times. 16 into 2, 32,000. 80,000 is the total investment. We don't want individual investment. We have the ratio. Okay. From 80,000, the profit is 60%. 60% is 48,000. That 48,000, I need to give away in the ratio of 5, 4, and 6. So that 4 and 6 becomes 10 out of total 15, which is 2/3. So B and C are taking away 2/3 of the profit. So what is 2/3 of 48,000? 32,000. If the numbers are very simple, manageable, try as much as you can do verbally. आपका speed बढ़ेगा. Your mental capacity will increase, which can be useful in higher level questions. थोड़ा अलग टाइप का है, बी केयरफुल. I have manipulated those ratios to a very large degree. देखो कैसा लिखा है वहां पे. You will need logic from the first lecture to be able to solve this. 3 people, A, B, and C, entered into a partnership, and ratio of the investments was 1/4, 1/3, 1/2. And the ratio of the time period for which they invested the money was 1/4, 1/2, 1. The profits were shared in proportion to the amount of investment and time. Invested and time, investment and time. If the share of C is 15,000, what is share of B? Try. I'll wait for a minute or so. Try this. Complete this. How do we cancel ratios? How do we cancel denominators in the ratio? This has been covered in the earlier lecture of ratios. Could be. It could be. Now you have a decision to make. Do you want to correct two ratios and then solve? See, what is 1/4, 1/3, and 1/2? It is the ratio of their investments. Investments. And the time period, the ratio is 1/4, 1/2, and 1. Now what you can do is you can correct this ratio, and then solve. Or what you can do is multiply them first, because investment into time is the profit ratio. So 1/4 into 1/4, 1/16. 1/3 into 1/2, 1/6. 1/2 into 1, 1/2. Now this is the profit ratio of A, B, and C. Multiply पहले कर दो, later on you adjust. Now I have shown you this trick. Cross multiply these two here. 6 into 2, 12. That is the profit ratio of A. When you want ratio for B, cross multiply this and this. The ratio for B is 32 rupees. When you want the profit for C, multiply this and multiply this. That is 96. So can I say whatever you want to cancel, cancel it. नहीं करोगे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Profit of B is 32 rupees and profit of C is triple. So what is triple of this? Triple of 15,000. Because profit of B is 32. Profit of C is 96. So profit of C is triple of this. So profit of C must be 45,000. अरे if C's share is, अरे C का share 15,000 है बाबा. Profit. If C's share is, profit का बात हो रहा है. C's share is, because here we are talking about profit का proportion, and then we are continuing that thought. C का 15,000 है. प्रॉफिट ऑफ सी इज 15,000, उल्टा कर दिया आपने, सी इज 15,000, सी का 15,000 रुपया है, तो बी का वैल्यू 1/3 दिख रहा है ना, 1/3 ऑफ दिस नंबर इज 5,000। बी का पूछ रहा है व्हाट इज बी शेयर, में बी का लेके सॉल्व कर रहा हूं, बी का इज 5,000। आइडिया आई वांटेड यू गाइस टू लर्न वाज मल्टीप्लाई पहले कर लो, एडजस्ट बाद में कर लेना। If you want the complete ratio, it will look like 4 into 3, 4 into 8 and 4 into 24. So इनका ratio, B and C का ratio would look like 1/3. So 3 is 15,000. How much is this? This is 5,000. Yes. Ask.
सर ये समझ में नहीं आया कि 1/16 था, 1/6 था और 1/2 था।
2 था।
तो आपने एक वेरिएबल का निकालने के लिए आपने दोनों से मल्टीप्लाई क्यों करा, जो अदर डिफरेंट वेरिएबल्स?
तो इसके लिए आप एक बार पिछला लेक्चर देखो, इन दैट वी हैव कवर्ड दिस शॉर्टकट। रेशोज को इक्वलाइज कैसे करते हैं, देयर आर 6 वेज ऑफ क्रिएटिंग और इक्वलाइजिंग रेशोज, उनमें से एक मेथड है ये।
ओके सर।
चलो try this. 2 minutes you have, not more. Try. Could be correct. Simple enough question. Anyone else with an answer? Okay, so here investment of A is 3,000, investment of B is 3,600. 2:1 is the profit ratio. A is starting the business, B joins after some time. The question is, B joins after how much time? So A investment 3,000 is there for complete 12 months. I am assuming the investment of B 3,600 is there for some number of months. It is there for M number of months, and the final ratio is 2/1. The profit ratio is 2/1. The profit ratio is 2/1. Cancel whatever is possible for you. 2 zeros are gone. This is cancelled with this, that is 3 times. This is cancelled 10 times. This is cancelled 5 times. So 5 upon m is equal to 1. So basically m is equal to 5 months. So money of B was there for 5 months. So out of a year, if the money was there for 5 months, so how much late did B join? That was the question. How late did B join? 7 months, yes. Clear, eh? Money into time, profit. Take your time, try. And I have faced this problem personally, so I will not wait for a workshop to tell you this. When you are about to enter the answer, or when you are about to click on an answer, always read the last sentence. Last sentence usually is the question mark. So once you read that, look at your answer one more time. You will maybe able to save 2 questions out of 22 in CAT. दो तो बच जाएंगे क्योंकि जल्दबाजी में sometimes they ask for the value of x by 2. We have got the value x and we put it in the answer. So always once you reach answer, read the last sentence of the question. Like in the previous question, I was giving you the answer for C, but the information was actually asked for B. I was reversing the calculation. So before you mark the answer, always read the last part of the question. That is the question mark. Try this. A and B enter into a partnership with A investing rupees 5 lakhs, B investing rupees 6 lakhs at the start of the year. After 4 months, A takes away 20% of his investment and B at the same time takes away 33.33% of his investment. What percent of the profit made at the end of the year will go to B? Again, there is no profit value given to you in rupees, so it is percentage. What percentage of the profit goes to B? So in this case, the investment is not there for a complete year. It is changing between the year. A starts with 5 lakh rupees and B starts with 6 lakh rupees. Money of A was there for 4 months, no changes. For first 4 months, no changes. B also 4 months, no changes. Now A takes away 20%. Now what is 20%? 20% is 1 out of 5. A takes away 1 rupees out of 5. So now this money becomes 4. He took away. In a year, there are 12 months. 4 months I have taken care of. Remaining are 8 months. So the numerator is money into time for A. At the same time, B takes away 33.33%. What is 33.33%? It is 1 rupees out of 3. If it is 1 rupees out of 3, can I say it is 2 rupees out of 6? 1/3 is same as 2 by 6. So out of these 6 rupees, 2 are taken away. So remaining are 4 rupees. 4 months are gone. So remaining are 8 months. So what I have now is the profit of A upon profit of B total. Rearrange that, your answer is ready. This is 20 and this is 32. So the numerator is 52 divided by, this is 24 and this is 32. 24 and 32, 56. I can cancel a few things. This is 26 by 28. अरे why am I doing this? क्या जरूरत है इतना करने का? Learn, 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 learn. Do you not see? Do you not understand? There is 4 common in every value. 4 is common everywhere. You take it out and cancel out 4. 4 cut kar do. So numerator becomes 5 plus 8, 13 rupees. Denominator becomes 6 plus 8, 14 rupees. So that is the profit sharing of A and B. What is the question? Percentage that goes to B. So 14 rupees divided by 27 into 100 is your answer. Decimal mein aayega, that is fine. Use a calculator. 14 by 27 into 100 is the answer. Use a calculator. At this stage, you have a calculator in exam, use it. Usually, if there's a theta question, they will ask you for either 2 decimals precise or they will say round off to the nearest decimal. Usually, these are the instructions for decimal answers. Precise off to the nearest integer. This is what they usually ask in exam. 51.85 could be. Let us try one more. Try this. Very easy. Go on, try this. Now, as you can see, partnerships is an extension of ratios. Ultimately, to answer it, I'm applying logic of ratios. So ratios are fundamental to partnerships. Even TSD, I can assure you, out of 100 questions, 75 questions will be solved through ratios. E is the answer. Let us confirm. Excuse me. Can I say, I already have got with me the profit ratio. This is the profit ratio. With profit, what have I been given? I have been given the investment time. Investment time is this. What question am I being asked? What is the ratio of their investment? See, investment into time becomes profit. This has been given, this has been given, they're asking for investment. Can I say investment will be profit upon time? If I understand that profit is 15, time is 12, divide 15 by 12 is 5 by 4. Leave it there. Profit is 10. Investment, the time is 8 months. So 10 by 8. If I cancel, again becomes 5 by 4. Very good. Nice. It's same for these two. And here it is 12. It is 12 months. It is 12 profit and 6 months. So 12 by 6 is 2. First thing, these two have the same investment. This one has a different investment. Out of these answer options, is there any answer option which has the first two values same? As soon as I notice the investment of the first two people is same, I will look at answer options. There is no answer option which has the first two values same. So here itself I've got the answer as none of these. This will hardly be 1.5 minute or 2 minute question. That's it. We have reached the end of the slideshow. This was the last problem for today. Now, just session, yeah, almost done. Now what we have is concept of proportionality, proportion and variation. So hardly 20-25 minutes of theory and then questions. तो फिर complete करेंगे ना. If two options have same first value, then we complete that. This is 5 by 4 ratio 5 by 4 ratio 2. How do you cancel that? Make it 4 times. So 5 ratio 5 ratio 8. That is the investment ratio of 3 partners. Ratio equate करेंगे ना. How do we cancel denominator? How do we cancel denominator? By cross multiplying the denominator value. Equalizing ratios, if you recall. क्या अपन ने ये, we have done this. Good. Chalo. Closing it from my side. I'll just move this. Yeah. Done, guys. Good night. Closing it.